Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you and welcome. Somebody asked me the other day when we were talking, what's the first recollection of myself where I can remember? I must have been 5 when I went to the nursery school at Percy's. I remember Mrs. Michaels was our teacher. I remember playing the piano, and I would sit and look at this piano and didn't know that at 7 years old I would still be teaching kids to play the piano. And that was my message to the parents in Eldorado Park when I came here. I said, I know your kids go to church. I know they go to school. I know you teach them at home, but recreation is so important. And that is why I started little music schools. When I walk into churches and I see my kids playing in the bands, it's the best feeling that I can get. I always wanted to be a teacher. My dad was a teacher minister. My mom was a teacher. My aunt was a teacher. Everybody I loved teachers. I knew that there was something I had to do in Johannesburg, my strong point, which was music at that stage. And eventually, I heard that there was a Methodist church here that needed an organist. And that's how I became an organist here. And I got a post at Deerngraaf School. And that's where I started the thing that actually made me famous in Eldos, and that was the recorder band. I started with recorder classes. The kids loved it. The principal embraced it. I added some drums, I added some castanets and triangles and things. And which child doesn't like it? So I had this recorder band, and I'm telling you, I saw that they weren't interested in the classics.
Yes.
And I thought, bring a jive number in here, Auntie B. And when that happened, when the drummer could go, then they enjoyed it. So that was the type of music I let them play. And before long, we started touring. So that's how come I became the music person. And every time I heard of something, I was in there.
Yes.
And then we started playing now at important places. I didn't only do that. That was just at school.
Yes.
At my home, and also at Mount Carmel Church a few years ago, I ran a music center. Pastor Des there encouraged it. And I ran it there, and teachers came, lots of teachers. There were quite a lot of guys that came out every Saturday. They taught our kids, and I used to love seeing them walk with their violins, their guitars.
Yes.
And that feeling I get now, because we have the same thing now on a Saturday. That was a highlight for me, teaching kids. We used to have holiday programs, got the kids off the street, and we would do an arts holiday program. And then obviously here at my home, I taught classical piano. Parents brought their kids. I put them through exams. They did the Trinity College of London exams, and many of them, I can mention names: Giselle Joshua, Bianca Lagrange, Anna Robson, Dwight Jensen. They all went to varsity and did music from here. Because somebody said to me, God forgot Eldorado Park. People say nasty things like that. They forbade Eldos gereden. I beg to differ.
Yeah.
Too many people's lives were touched.